Good morning, gentlemen and ladies. As you can see, where the snow has finally landed, so the puppy dogs are having a blast. They really enjoy that sort of weather, and I do. Now, let's see. So, don't tell me they don't like the snow. They just go crazy about it. All right, so you come in. So I've got a kind of a snowbank right here. It's a windy condition, and so it's there's a snow right there. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm behind like some of you folks. I didn't put my snowblower. So I'm gonna put the puppy dogs inside the house, and let's work inside the garage to put the snowblower. I'm gonna go in very much detail how to install the snowblower, because a lot of you folks have the same tractor than me, and they just want to see it. Last weekend I put the heat on the garage. I put it at 5 degrees Celsius, which is I think 45 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, so before putting the backhoe will be put around here, and so I have to do some garage temporary reorganization. I need to throw the tractor outside. I need to throw outside also my John Deere, and so I will do that. Videos on how to remove my backhoe. If you have any question, please feel free. It went very well, and as I practice make perfect. All right, so let's install the snowblower. You just witnessed what I shouldn't done. Guess what it is? I forget to reconnect the two hoses together. That is very, very bad. Thankfully, it only lasts 1 second or 2 maybe. So I'm gonna reconnect that, alright? Here we go. It's all reconnected now. It's very important, even myself. I mean, how many times I remove the backhoe and install the snowblower, and maybe 6, 7, 8 times maybe. And yeah, you have really to take care of it. All right. All right, I will let the garage warm up. So please make sure when you put the backhoe, the center of gravity is toward that way and not that way. So that way, you understand what I'm saying? If since the pin there for keeping the boom up is disconnected, I'd rather have that piece, heavy piece there going that way. It will lock himself. If it's the center of gravity is toward like that, and it's falling, this piece is feeling like that, it ain't gonna be good. So that's why it's very important to put the two pieces of wood under very like lengthwise like this, so it will be very strong. All right, so yeah, and of course reconnect the hydraulic hose right away. I mean, for 1, 2, 5, 10 seconds, whatever, it's not that bad. It's like when you're working with it, but continually blocking will cause, within the mechanician told me within a few minutes it will start to heat up and cause damage. So yes, right away. All right, so before connecting my snowblower to my lovely red workhorse tractor Mahindra is I want to show you something that my outstanding dealer in Sheffield did. Hello Marianne. That's my saleswoman for who sell me all my equipment. All right, so the service, what they've done down there, it's outstanding. So what they've done, I'm gonna put a close up here, is remove my big bad knees. All right, so this is the piece. They put two pieces like that on each side because this is the place where it used to connect, and they drop it down a little. All right, and what they've done is they push it forward. Why is that? Is I'm gonna try. So this is the piece where it used to be, so it was even, and they just put it, I don't know how much for, I think it's 4 or 5 inches, maybe 4. So when the snowblower lift up, I ain't gonna receive the chute behind the head. So I had a lot of questions. So I had a lot of people asking me questions. So yeah, there's some bad leadership who sell Mahindra tractor with bad service. There's a few. So by pushing that plate, by making that plate here, and you can ask your dealer, Mahindra dealer, to get in contact with the Mahindra dealer in Sheffield, Quebec, and it will send you that pattern. But it's very easy to do. Show that video to them, and they will understand the reason why they just put it forward about a fist distance. Yeah, literally a fist distance. Well, I have a small fist. I'm not a fighter. I'm an Air Force guy. I've got sometimes a bad attitude, but anyhow. Anyhow, so this is the thing. And of course, the connecting link, it's almost to the smallest point, and I'm going to show you that more in detail. The other thing they did also is they install a locking back plate. Well, it's two bushing, so I cannot raise higher the 3-point attachment, because even if they put it like 2 feet in front, I'm exaggerating, but I'm still gonna receive that. So I'm gonna show you that in detail. It's a blocking mechanism. It's one there and the other one is there. So they install big bolts and they install that plate on each side. So that way it's okay. Yes, I just remember. Ding! The reason why they installed that one is not because of the height. It's because the PTO shaft was way too much. There's a limit you can angle the PTO shaft, and this was the reason. So if your dealer didn't install this, he's probably already told you, but one of these days you're gonna raise it too high and bad thing will happen. So a good dealership, like the good folks in Sheffield did, they installed this, and they also installed a blocking mechanism so the PTO shaft won't jam up or bend up. And that's a great way to show you how our dealership should give you service. Now in the meantime, the reason, well, I always tell them, I always go there, even if it's more expensive to go at your dealership than buying in some big things and on the internet. I rather have service and pay a little more, sometimes much more, and having a great service than just save a couple of bucks and not having no service at all. You understand what I'm saying? So keep our money in our country, and like, you know, in local, that's what I'm saying. So encourage guys to give service, because experience have a tendency to disappear in these days. Like I'm only 53, but there's a lot of youngster, they arrived, the experience is already leaving, so left. So all right, so let's install that, and you see that in slow motion. Please ask me any question, but I know there's about 3 young fellow and an older one. They asked me about how to install that, so I'm gonna do that in detail. All right, so the first thing I do once I disconnect the backhoe is I secure the hydraulic line, so it's not rubbing with the rear 3-point attachment. So it's all secure there. I've got a double nut and locking nut. So it's called a surging nut. And my snowblower, it's a Mahindra one, but it's made by Bercomac. I will put a link on the video. I had also a lot of question, but your Mahindra dealer will let you know which best snowblower it is. All right. So mine is electric. It's not hydraulic control, so mine is electric. So at the end, I'm gonna connect the electric point. So the first thing, now it is a nice movable table, but not as fancy as my good friend. Oh Jesus, I forgot the name. He's just had the knee surgery. Sorry, buddy. I'm so annoyed. So I just have to play a little like this. Alright, so I'm gonna start with the back, because here I can swim with it, so I'm gonna install that one. It's so light right now that that's all that. Yeah, boy. The oil is thick. Alright. That should do it. Okay. I'll put that there for now. Uh-oh, I dropped someone. It's right there. Oh, yes. Before installing that, I need to install the PTO shaft. So I did that mistake once. In springtime, I greased the PTO shaft inside, and I did the same for the union, but sometimes just a little top up of grease. When I made the inside, it's inside the PTO shaft. Now I'm gonna grease also the boot, the protecting boot. It's kind of hard. This one, don't be shy to go generously because it really need to spin. It's only plastic, but still. All right. Now I'm just gonna disconnect it. As you can see, I'm very generous about the grease, especially between the two connecting PTOs, the grease act like kind of a shock absorber. It's not steel on steel, it's grease, so it acts like this. Now I'm gonna grease, attempt to grease the one there, and it's not a piece of cake. I've got, by the way, I've got three types of grease gun. One is for winter use, so it's synthetic grease, very light. One is for hot summers, like porn oil grease summer, like very thick. And the one is a mid-range, more for water use. All right, now the porn grease saga is finished. Let's reconnect the two shafts together. So, I did grease inside of here and also on the shaft. All right. So, just to lower it a little bit. Okay. Go. And start the next one. A piece of junk. There we go. Not as fast as a quick attach, but hey, it's doing the trick. Now, let's do these. Oh shoot, I need the pins, I'll be back. I completely forget that was old inside the backhoe and the clip were on it. I'm gonna put the proper one. All right. All right. Now here I'm in the inside of a city, so I probably need to readjust it. I'm just going to put a little bit tension like this, and that way it should be just lovely. All right. The only thing left now, I just have to connect the, now don't do that. What I do is I just put the tie wrap like this. I reconnect it. Alright. I'm just gonna double check if the electric connection is good. Left, right. Right, I'm just gonna check if the electric connection is good. So left, right, up, down. Of course, I'm gonna grease it, everything, oil it, so everything is good. And I'm gonna retie it and connect here. Which again, my dealer, my great Shepherd dealer, was kind enough to do the hole. Alright, so let's start that. Alright, so bottom one, check, it's tight. The thing is connected here. Only thing I have to do is to install a tie wrap. The hydraulic line are not rubbing. Check. Pins out there. Now I will need to lift it to remove the little leg here. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to open the door. Alright, now the pour and grease saga is finished. Let's reconnect the two shafts together. I should be able to because I disconnected, right? Oh, it's not like that. It should be like that. Come on! Alright, so I did grease inside of here and also on the shaft. Right. So just to lower it a little bit. Okay. Go. And install the next one. Yeah, piece of junk. There we go. Not as fast as a quick attach, but hey, it's doing the trick. Now, let's do these. Oh shoot, I need the pins, I'll be back. Actually, it's not at the shortest point. It makes sense because they push it a fist distance, so that's why. But before it was at this closest point. All right, almost there. Ah, jeez whiz. I completely forget that was old inside the backhoe and the clip were on it. I'm gonna put the proper one. All right. All right. I'll be back. Now here I'm in the inside of a city, so I probably need to readjust it. I'm just gonna put a little bit tension like this, and that way it should be just lovely. Alright, the only thing left now, I just have to connect the, now don't do that. What I do is I just put the tie wrap like this. I reconnect it. Alright, I'm just gonna double check if the connection is good. Left, right. Alright, I'm just gonna check if the electric connection is good. So left, right, up, down. Of course, I'm gonna grease it, everything, oil it, so everything is good. And I'm gonna retight and connect here. Which again, my dealer, my great Shepherd dealer, was kind enough to do the hole. Alright, so let's start that. Alright, so bottom one, check, it's tight. The thing is connected here. Only thing I have to do is to install a tie wrap. The hydraulic line are not rubbing, check. Pins are there. Now, I will need to lift it to remove the little leg here, so I'm going to do a before playing when I run a PTO shaft with the tractor running, the only thing who does turn that, it's an electric switch. It's not a mechanical link. So electricity have a tendency to fail often. So rather shut the engine playing around a torque shaft, a PTO shaft. So safety first. So I'm going to put the leg in a good place. That thing has a hole, you know? All right. Yeah, it is important, folks. Don't play around the triangle like the top on each side. The triangle danger of a PTO shaft. Never play there when the tractor is running. There's some tractors, they have a mechanical clutch or something like that, even that shut down the engine, do your thing, and then start it. All right, so what I'm going to do is do a run test. All right. So I'm just gonna start the PTO at very low RPM. The chute is putting away stuff. Even I'm gonna drop it down. All right. So that. Yes. So mid, rear, rear. So right now the PTO shaft is turning. Everything is working fine. I'm just gonna look slowly in the back. Perfect. I'll open the garage door. Then I'm gonna do a full swing RPM test run. Right now I'm on the highest point and the PTO angle is really good. So I'm going to remove the tree here. Sorry folks for the the sudden battery output went kaput on my camera. As I was saying, I tested at 540. And by the way, on the F18, it's 540. So make sure, again, be aware, never work around a live PTO or either when the engine is running, because it's an electric clutch. So maybe something and engage the clutch while you're working there and bad thing happen. I know I've got a safety cover and it's attached. I know I've got a safety cover and it's attached, but still, no risk at all. Hey, we're weekend warriors, and even if I was full-time warrior tractor, I will shut it down. All right. Now, what I'm going to do, and you don't need to see that, is I'm gonna oil around the chute, all the mechanism, put a light coat of grease. Same thing in the inside. I already painted the spring. And attach my tie wrap for my cable. Other than that, please feel free to ask me any type of question. And that should, I'm just gonna make a good close-up. So you realize then this attachment here it's a fist distance from the top link here. And there's the stop, the install for, so the PTO shaft is not that much of an angle. All right, so on that I'm gonna blow some snow and we'll see that. All right. folks. So I'm going to open. There's a fine gentleman down there. He's a senior citizen. He used to work at the research center here for the aluminum company, and he's in great shape. But he gave me his bike, and he's a great man. And so I'm gonna open his entrance. The reason I'm not filming it is because those, you know, those insurance company, I don't want to say a bad word before, but I certainly think about that. So I ain't gonna put that on the film. So please take care of yourself. That was my first time I used my tractor. And see you. Cheers.